Kris, well, Connor back in the lineup, just a thought on getting your captain back, and you guys have obviously must feel comfortable covered.
Well, absolutely, and we were very cautious with this, and we didn't want it to persist and get worse or just be a nagging thing that he had to play through, and we feel that, and I say we, our doctors, our training staff, feel that he's recovered and is good, and we shouldn't have any regression.
Got him on that line with Henrique and Hyman, which I think that's where they finished before. But maybe just a thought on what you like about that potential mix, and if that's something you're interested to see towards the playoffs.
Yeah, possibly. Tonight, Vander's not going to play, so we had to do a little bit of juggling. I think if we're balancing it out a little more, Nuge with Leon gives us a little a good pair there. And with the way Davo and Hyman have been scoring goals together, I didn't want to separate that. So we'll start with that, and we'll see how that goes tonight.
What have you seen from Henrique and sort of the way he's settled into his game a little bit here that leads you to believe he can, kind of keep pace with that line and with Connor particularly?
Well, Henrique is very similar to Nuge's game, just very defensive aware. And then also just being able to continue plays, not give away pucks. And, when you're playing with guys who like Leon and Connor, who can make so many plays and are dangerous anytime they have the puck, just that they can able to get the puck in their hands and not having to always dump and chase or just make a bad pass and giving that puck away. Being able to maintain possession of the puck is really important. And, I think Adam's really good at doing that. And hopefully they can have some chemistry and build off something tonight.
Is it an update on Kane?
No, okay, yeah, just an update.
Similar situation with Connor, just a maintenance thing that we feel that if we continue playing, it might get worse. Playoff is day one, and we're sure he'd be in the lineup, but we're just being cautious.
Kris, do you have any sort of, plan or idea of, you got 3 games in 4 days here with Connor? Like, do you want him to play all 3 games? Are you going to kind of assess after tonight? Or?
We'll assess after tonight, and after tonight's game, after tomorrow night's games with Vancouver. If they win, then it's our games aren't as important, but there's a chance that we still can get first in our division. So we'll play it. Obviously, after tonight's game, we'll have a huge impact on it, and also Vancouver's next game.
You mentioned Broberg by name after the Vancouver game. I'm just wondering if there's any expectation that some guys from Bakersfield will be coming up in these last 2 games on the road.
Yeah, we will evaluate that after tonight and see if it's just Broberg joining us later on, or maybe there's another player, or depending on our health and where we are in the standings.
Okay, so you've got a few pretty good defensemen here. I just wonder, from your perspective, what should a Norris Trophy type player look like? What should people be looking for? It's loaded, I know, but
that's tough. It depends on what you could talk about. Bouchard being top of the scoring and how much he impacts our team. You can look at Ekholm too, and I'm curious to what his 5-on-5 points compared to everyone else around the league. His power play points are very minimal, being on the second unit and not getting much opportunity. Now, if he had the first line power play points, some guys around the league, now you look at the impact he's made defensively, or with his physical play, how good he is defensively. You got 2 guys that should be in the picture, and I guess it all depends on who's voting and what they feel is most important.
do you have a defensive stat in mind that kind of rings true for defensemen that don't have as many offensive points? Is there something that you would kind of look for? He thinks plus minus is
well, plus minus, expected goals for, those are 2 very similar things. You just go by plus minus. That's often those get skewed on just luck, just being in the wrong time, being on the ice, and you had no impact on it. So I think that has a little bit to do with it. But yeah, those 2 kind of going hand in hand. I do think they are very important.
You're going to miss answering questions about McDavid's health.
I hopefully do miss those and that they aren't coming up because we do have an issue with his health, and hopefully he's good and playing well, and hopefully you ask me questions about why he's playing so well.